Hey, what's up peoples? It's TJ here, and this is the iPhone 7. Now I know it's a little bit weird me talking about iPhones and stuff, but trust me, this camera is really amazing on this thing, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about it. Now this phone has been out for a little while now, and I've had the pleasure of having my own, so I've been able to play around with it and kind of get a feel of what I do like and what I don't like. So here's a few things that you might want to know before you buy an iPhone 7. Now let's talk about one of the most notable things that I saw when I first picked up this thing, and the form and the body and just the look of this thing is just really nice, and also it just feels right in your hand. I can't put my finger on it. Well, I can, but I can't put my finger on why it feels so good in the hand. And also I just fell in love with the color, the matte black finish. Matte black is probably one of my favorite colors, and this looks really stealthy and really cool, so I got the matte black finish. It also looks seamless when the screen is asleep. The new home button is also something that's seamless. In fact, it's so seamless that it's actually not a button, it's actually a touch sensitive indentation that only feels as though it's a button when it's pressed. And you can adjust that sensitivity by going to your settings, and you can adjust how it feels when you press that button, which is pretty cool. It's also really fast, so fast that people have been actually complaining about how fast it is. I mean, sometimes you just want to press the home button to actually see what time it is, but you end up opening your phone all the way and you don't have enough time to see what time it is. So it can be a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's fast and it works well, so you can't really complain about that. My solution for that will probably be just to use a finger that's not programmed in your phone. It's actually weird when your phone is off though, because you try to press it and it's actually not a button. You really can't press it. One of the most notable changes on the iPhone 7 is there is no audio jack. Let's face it, I mean, we've been using audio jacks for a very long time. It's on everything, and when we see something that doesn't have one on it, we just freak out. The world is ending. But really, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, corded headphones are kind of going out of style, and a lot of people who work out or listen to audio regularly probably have wireless headphones by now. So I know the market is moving that way. So it didn't really affect me either way, but you know, Apple has provided a cord if you still want to use your audio jack. But the problem is you can't charge while you listen to music, and that may be a problem for some people. I still don't know how you're going to do that. But with all that said, I don't mind the change, and it hasn't affected me so far. Now, what has affected me is this new camera, which by the way is amazing. It has a f1.8 aperture, and it takes 4K video in slow motion in 720 and 1080p. It also has a 12 megapixel rear facing camera and a 7 megapixel front facing camera, both of which take amazing and sharper images than the previous versions of the iPhone, and it does this in good lighting situations. I haven't really had the opportunity to test it in low light, but it takes great pictures in good lighting situations. But what I don't like about this is two things. The file sizes are larger because you're going to be shooting 4K. If you were to shoot in 4K, you have the option to shoot in 1080p or 720, but the lesser memory options of the iPhone 7 aren't really usable if you're going to be shooting a lot of 4K video, because it's going to eat up so much memory. So if you do plan on using 4K video on the iPhone 7, I will make sure you get the higher of the three memory options. The other thing is 4K video really necessary? Now, the video quality is amazing. Some of the video that I got on this phone is like really great. But is it really necessary? It may be necessary if you're a iPhone filmmaker and you want to shoot in 4K, yes, but the ability to have 4K on and 1080p and 60 frames per second, 30 frames per second, slow motion at 1080p and 720p is only a pain in the butt, because you can't really change the options or switch between the settings in the camera application. You have to leave the camera application, go into the camera settings, change the camera settings, then go back into the camera application to take your picture or video. That's a bit of a pain in the butt in my opinion, but I don't know. I mean, you may like it that way, but I would love for Mac to change those camera settings and put them actually into the camera application itself. I think that would be a reasonable change. So maybe later on I'll talk about how this iPhone 7 could be a great vlogging camera to start with, and also I'll talk about the iPhone 7 Plus. This video was strictly about the iPhone 7, not the Plus, and the Plus has a little bit of different options there for you when it comes to zoom and some other added features in the camera application. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give it a like, and yeah, see you next video. Peace.